dos, tres.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to Flowing Power to Power. How was your week? I am so glad this is our third edition, and I see that people are enjoying them, and that's the intention of it. So I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see that you guys are connecting more and more, and I hope you're getting a little bit the heads up, so you're ready to connect, to just hear something different. Every now and then we kind of get caught up with the situations on an everyday lives. We hear different information from all over the place, and we get a little bit confused as to what we want to do, where we want to go, what we want to accomplish, and that's all I'm trying to do here is to work with you, talk with you, share with you some of my past experience, uh, some of the actions that I've done that had proven quite successful, and some of the ones that were total failures, and you know, and show you what has been done to get where I am, and that nothing really happens to you as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep pushing towards something. So uh, we're going to give it a couple of minutes to see if people are connecting. I guess, I don't get to see here very well what's going on, but I don't know. I hope there's more and more people connecting. So let's give it one more minute. Thank you for being here. If you want to add comments, please feel free to, because whatever you write down, your personal opinion. I love to hear your personal opinion, and it doesn't have to agree with mine. Actually, I have posted some articles, and I have had some of the most amazing feedback that really has helped me broaden my point of view. And that's really this is all about. What is your point of view is what what picture you have of this world, what picture you're creating of this world, and that's where you're heading. So if I can add something to yours, and if you can add something to mine, I think we're going to create a really great synergy here. So we're going to create something really fun. And that's the purpose of this cast. So did you like last week's? Tell me. And if you like me to talk about something else in the next coming weeks, it is the time to do it. It is this 15 minutes or a little time together is dedicated to you. So what we're trying to do here is create productive conversation. I'm way past that, going out and have coffee and talk about the weather, clothes, politics, uh, issues. I am right now in a period in my life where I want to sit down and have a productive conversation. It doesn't mean that I'm excluding uh, actual topics, difficult topics, but I sit down to see what I am going to do to participate or to learn to avoid doing a mistake or being more productive in this life. So this time together is exactly intended with my personality, my point of view, which is get together, exchange communication, exchange knowledge to create a positive effect. So that's why we're here. And welcome again. Invite other colleagues. This time is really dedicated to freelancers, people that get up every day, that are courageous enough to become independent and self-sufficient, and create their own company. So you guys need to be aware that you have a company. You are not just out there free because you don't want a boss telling you what to do. And I will say it over and over and over, we're really never free. from someone telling us what to do. And if we don't want to be controlled by someone, we are going to run into trouble. And you will be learning why as we move on with these talks. So, my name is Alma Baca. Welcome. Welcome to this time, this a period of time dedicated to you, my friends, my valuable and admirable people, freelancers. I'm Alma Baca. I am the CEO of Collot Baca Subtitling. Some of them know us already. Some of us, have connected and see our posts and share with us. And so the purpose of this company is to help other content producers communicate their content accurately and timely and efficiently. And this purpose, I do not accomplish it alone. I accomplish it with my team of collaborators, the team of people that help those projects come true. And those are you guys. Those people are the freelancers. So you are a very important part of my team because I would not be able to make it. I can find a great client, I can come up with an amazing deal with a great opportunity, but I need you guys to make it come true. And part of my intention and of my purpose, I mean, is to create a team of highly trained people, yeah, in the intellectual part, in knowledge of how to do your job, but also highly motivated and well paid. So that's what we're aiming to in Collot Baca Subtitling, is that we create this balance of helping a client, getting that client to succeed in their in their dreams and their goals, and do it with our help, the help of Collot Baca and their team, and all of us being enthusiastic, well trained, motivated, and of course making good money, because that's the whole purpose. Is the purpose has to be successful for everyone, to be a business. So we have created a company and a great team so far, and I think it's time to go out and also share some thoughts, experience that will help you as a freelancer achieve that success, and then to see your endeavors as a freelancer or you, as a company, and feel proud of it, and feel certain that you're going to make it, and not feel like you're being used. This you are part of. We all, at the end of the day, we are all used. We all functioning or doing some part of the mechanism of anything. The accountant is crunching numbers. The person in HR is gathering data and interviewing people, and we're functioning because we're part of the whole system. So, in order to be successful in your business, you need to be aware of who you are, what you're doing. So, what we're trying to do is give you some training and motivation. So, welcome again. And today, I want to talk to you about burnout. What is burnout? You get burnout for a particular reason. Yeah, you realize you end up exhausted at the end of the day, and you need to know, first thing is that you are built to tolerate tons and tons and tons of work and challenges, and great challenges, because like any game, a company is a game. Getting a project done, getting one subtitle done, getting one episode done, it's a game. It has rules. It has the way it has to be done, and you are built to overcome the challenges. The file is corrupted. There are it's not exactly what you're expecting. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it well, and feeling great about it because you know what you're doing. So, have you noticed, for instance, that when you're having fun, you don't mind the hours and hours of work? Yeah, yeah, you were given this task, you uploaded your video, or you're working in this platform, and all of a sudden the platform is not working well, or the video is not running correctly. But you know what to do. You know your tool, you know your platform, you're in great communication with the project manager, and everything just gets worked out. I mean, oh, yeah, great. You actually feel great about it. Oh, I beat it, I am back to work. So you feel good about it. And when you're working hard, you got this huge project and you're working, 14 hours a day, your greatest concern is to take care of yourself. Have you noticed that? You're more worried about, hey, I gotta take care of myself. I gotta eat well. I gotta get some good sleep. I need to rest. I need to stay, upbeat. And you put great music and you put some, great things around you that make you feel good. Why are you doing that? Why? There is a reason for such an endurance and positive attitude. And I'm going to give you another example. For instance, for instance, when you're feeling a little sick. Sorry, I jumped from one thing to the other, but I think it's important that I get back to the second example because it is something remarkable how you can have that endurance when you're all set up to go, when you're determined to get something done, and and why sometimes you just can't bear the thought of getting up in the morning, or you're going to literally collapse on your bed and you don't want to hear about anything or anyone. So let me give you another example. For instance, when you're feeling sick, you're not feeling a little bit under the weather, but that person that you like shows up, and that person wants to be with you and spend some time with you. And what do you do then? You build the necessary courage and attitude to live up to their expectations, to be there with that person and to show the best of you. Yeah, you're still feeling a little bit under the weather, and yet you build that courage. What just happened there? Well, let me tell you what happened. Hold on, something is coming up here, something that was not supposed to be showing up here on my screen. Just bear with me for a second. What just happened? Well, what happened is that you are interested. You have intention. You have a clear goal to attain, and in this case, is building that relationship. That's what just happened. What just happened at work when you got that file that was corrupted or couldn't load it, and or the system was giving you a hard time and you couldn't get started, and or the instructions were not quite as clear as you thought, or something just not quite right, and you're going to get it done. Well, you are interested in getting that project because you already accepted and you're a responsible person and you need to deliver, and you already committed to a date. You have the intention of doing that job because you are the right person to do it. You like that client, you want to keep that client, you want more business, whatever it is, but you have the firm intention of getting it done, and you have the satisfaction of knowing I am trying to do it. And you have a clear goal to attain. And in this case, what it is, to deliver that file that you committed to deliver on time and with the specifications that you offered to deliver. So why then do you end up burnout at work? Why then you end up burnout, period, in many things? Well, look around you and and look at what you do. Are you interested in what you're doing? Do you like your job? Are you there because you couldn't find, a job elsewhere, or you couldn't get the job that you wanted? Or do you have the intention of achieving something that is not quite clear to you? Are you certain of what you want? Do you have a goal to attain? If you're not doing what you like, you will end up tired. It's like, you're lost trying to figure out, what to do with your life, how to obtain certain results that you like, how to make the best out of your talent. That's what makes you tired, is that wondering, and actually what you're doing is figure, think. Has it happened to you? Like, gee, I spend all my time thinking. Thinking is not right. You're not made to think. Your mind is not set up to think. Your mind is set up to gather data, get the data, and draw conclusions. Music, I like music, I like singing. So what do I do? Data, data, data. Schools, singing classes. I get a great degree in music or whatever. But I just make and take action. My mind is set up to make calculations, give me results, so I can take action. That's called reasoning, not thinking. So there's a huge difference between the two of those. So if you're not doing what you like now, if you're not working where you want to, or you're not working where you would like to be working, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. You just are perhaps doing something in between. Perhaps you are in transition. Perhaps it's what it takes to go up to the next level. And I tell you, I've done the same thing. This has happened to me. Right now, I have this agency I love. I love Collot Baca Subtitling. It's my baby. But it was not what it is right now since the first day. I had to take some jobs or do some tasks that I wasn't really keen over, fan of them. But I did them because I knew they were like steps, those steps to keep climbing up the ladder. But I had, those parts, I had the intention, I had that purpose, and I had a clear goal of what I wanted, or what I was going to. So, if you cannot see those things, if you don't have those things clear, that's probably what you're doing, thinking and thinking and thinking. So, you know, become aware of what is happening. Become aware that you have the intention of doing something. You have your attention set up there. You have that purpose to get there, and you have that clear goal, and head towards that. And realize that perhaps you're not doing it right. Perhaps you have uh, kind of wandering around. Well, now you have some information that it might help you, ground a little bit, and 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 just take action. Take action towards what you like. Perhaps it's not really the freelancing what you like, but if you want to do it temporarily, it's okay. Enjoy the ride. Have fun with it. The point of these topics, as I was telling you, of this live cast, is to give you a positive insight and give me your feedback. And you tell me, what, I don't agree with you. I think blah blah blah. Whatever you think, it helps me. To me, I'm telling you what I find works for me, what I have figured, what I have been able to observe, and what I think has worked. And that has led me to this result, which I think is pretty good, and I see a pretty bright future ahead of me. I still have challenges, I still have problems, I still have issues, but I know they're part of the game, because I am interested in getting this company to to help companies achieve success and help my team achieve success. I have a clear, determined intention of being the biggest and the best localization agency in the world. That's a huge intention because I want to make tons and tons of money so I can have the satisfaction of helping a lot of companies, have the satisfaction of knowing there are thousands and thousands of freelancers making good money, and that I'm helping this world become a better place, donating in the causes that I like. I have my passions. I have this passion of, in I'm actively helping some groups that are as not as privileged as we are. So there are problems, and you need to man up to them and woman up to them. You're not having too much work. You're not having too many problems in life. You're not having a horrible marital, issue, family issues, or financial issues. They are part of the game. If you're not interested, and if you don't have an intention, if you don't have intention, if you don't have a clear goal, then you are going to end up burned out very, very short. I'm almost sure about it. So if you are forced to take care of them, then you will be exhausted because you don't have the intention to do them. You're not clear about it. Make money issues don't make you tired. If you know what you're doing. We have invested tons of money, and sometimes we're biting our nails as to how we're going to come up, to pay for those debts or those investments. But we know what we're doing, and we have the intention. We have a very clear scenario in front of us. So it just motivates me to keep moving. Instead of getting tired, I get motivated. I have this motivation to get up in the morning early, to be well rested, just like the way you do when you have this huge project that you undertook, and you have to take care of yourself. You have to go to bed early. You have to sleep, eat well, take your vitamins. It's exactly the way I feel. So what you will do at the end, what comes by natural instinct, is to seek to solve the problem. Just like with that project. What you're going to do, you're not going to collapse and think the computer is against me, the system is against me, my client is against me. You're going to push through and you're going to solve it. So at the end, we will all have, you will have that priceless reward called success. Life is very simple if you understand it. Well, that's all for today. I look forward to next week, and feel free to leave your comments. Feel free to disagree. This is a very open space for everyone to say what they think and what they want, and it's very refreshing. And I would greatly appreciate, your input, because it helps me grow. And I have this firm intention of helping you grow. So if we both grow, imagine what wonderful results we're going to have. See you next week.